if you have Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising, this is a look at the energies that could be around you for the week ahead, Sunday to Sunday. So I pulled some astrology oracle cards just to see what the energies are that are flavoring your week. And it is Saturn, the headmaster, in a nice, easy, supportive trine aspect to your moon, which is emotions, your emotional life, your roots, your family, also your part of fortune, which is good luck. So it's kind of like that saying, the harder I work, the luckier I get. But it is a nice, easy relationship. We'd like to see that. So it is something to do with your past efforts or your boundaries or structures in your life. Something you've been diligent about is actually going to really pay off emotionally this week, or with good luck. So let's take a look. This week what I'm doing is looking at 3 categories for the week. And that is love or emotional state, and work, and spiritual life, spiritual journey. So let's take a look at what the cards have to say about that, with looking at this overall energy of structure and emotional life. Emotional stability, shall we say, is what it looks like. This is the theme for the week. Okay, it looks, air signs, like you might be having second thoughts about having walked away from someone. That is leaving things in the past, and this is the opposite of that. So it's kind of like wanting to come back, or wanting someone back in your love life. You are feeling out in the cold, you're feeling rejected, dejected, in low spirits. And yeah, as I say, if you walked away from, you want that person back. And if you were the one who did the walking, you are going to want to reverse that decision and go back to that person. And what we see here is love, soulmates, choices to be together, which indicates, that there is space for you to come out from the nasty cold snow where you're isolated, alone, miserable, in your love life, in your emotional life. There is fulfillment ahead of you. What we got here is the checkered flag. I always see that as winning, which sounds very Charlie Sheen back in his Tiger Blood days. But checkered flag, it says conclusion, outcome, finale. This might have been a long time coming. Saturn is the king of long time coming, which is good because it is stable. Something that takes a while to build is typically going to be a lot more stable than something that is put up in a matter of minutes. So remember, the theme for the week was emotional stability, with that nice easy trine. So we are seeing that here with the family card. So there is a chance here for beautiful to finally sort things out, to end something once and for all. Like, this is it now. We are building a family. There is no more second thoughts, backing away, moving on. What I'm picking up is kind of leaving due to fear of intimacy, and then realizing that actually being a nice loner is cold and lonely. Being a loner, it can be. It doesn't have to be, but for you right now, that's how it's feeling. And it's galvanizing you to take action, to be together. And you don't want to mess around anymore. It's done. You've made your decision and you want to be together and you want to make a family with someone. So that seems to be the energy around you for the week. Saturn is jumping through hoops over time, but now that it's in a nice, easy trine, things are finally going to fall into place, and you've done the hard yards. You deserve the emotional happiness here. All right, as for work, this is a bit of a mixed bag because you are coming across as the King of Wands, and Wands is fiery energy, go-getter. It is entrepreneurial. It's fiery and spirited. It's a leadership card. It is somebody who really knows their stuff and is passionate, sort of startup culture, really believes in what they're doing and has so much passion and enthusiasm they can easily grab people along for the ride. So this could be you, it could be someone in your life, could be your boss. But there is some element here of a new beginning that doesn't pan out. That this week you might find out that a fresh endeavour that you'd hope to get off the ground with all your passion is not going anywhere. And there may have even been an offer that had filled your heart with hope, because Cups is about love and just emotional satisfaction. And this is upside down. So this offer, there's two cards here that are in reverse. This is a fresh start, and this is an offer that touches your heart. And So things seem to be going a little bit backwards. But there's something here about you being strong and soldiering on regardless. You are showing up here at work as the fortress. You can actually take anything on and you can beat it. And so with your grit, your determination to persevere, there will be a celebration at the end of it. So carry on, even if things seem to be going backwards or an offer falls through and a fresh start that you'd hope to make doesn't eventuate. Don't give up. There is cake here, celebration, champagne, party. Let me clarify that for you. Why? What? Why? What's the celebration here after a false start by the looks of it? Please clarify this situation for work for air signs for this week. Yeah, so you are strong. It's actually the force, the sheer force of your will rolling on, fighting any obstacle there to get what you want. This is stubbornness. This is perseverance. That is what Saturn absolutely loves. Saturn, the headmaster, always brings a reward after a tour of duty where it tests you and tests you and tests you. The headmaster, who actually tests you harder than any other student, does so because they see your potential. And this is exactly what a Saturn transit is like. It feels quite grim when you're in it, but if you study hard and learn your lessons, you're going to get the big tick, you're going to get the top grade, you're going to get the easy reward. It's not easy, you've earned it, but at the end, it's all going to flow in easily because you've fought every battle, you've knocked down every obstacle. So yes, and you're going to do that by adventuring. This is a curious mind. This is the beginner's mind. Also passion, just following your passions and where they lead you. It really is the precursor, the junior to the King of Wands. It's fire sign energy, and when you come up through the court ranks, you start off as this wide-eyed page, like a teenager, looking and learning, just running off half-cocked, following your passions, your curiosity, travel, learning, without knowing what you don't know. You don't even know what the dangers are. You just launch right in. Then you become the Knight of Wands, off on your crusade when you're a bit more knowledgeable, and then you become the Queen or the King of Wands where you've gone through all these lessons. So both of these came out for you, which does seem to indicate that if you can go back to a beginner's mind at work, curiosity and passion, that will serve you very well this week. But also just not giving up. Persevere is the message that's coming through this week. Okay, so for your spiritual journey this week, air signs. I love the card in this deck. Everything is fine. Everything is fine. It's like the dog sitting in the house that's on fire with the big eyes. Everything is fine. So this was in reverse. Spiritually, you felt kind of in the doldrums at the least, maybe even a bit depressed and under attack. But because this is in the reverse, everything is fine now. That was ironic when it's that way out, but it came out in the reverse. So everything is fine. You've actually battled a whole lot of challenges. So this is the time where you are now reaping the rewards emotionally. Moon. So there's a choice coming up for you, or there is a new direction. You're not entirely sure what to do. You're sort of a bit blocked. You don't want to make the moves you know you really should make. And you're kind of willfully keeping the blindfold on. You don't want to look at your situation, and you don't want to make a choice, and you don't want to open your heart. That's what this card kind of indicates. But the Wheel of Fortune is turning. And guess what? It's turning backwards. So, you know when they say on a plane, your nearest exit may be behind you? Your best direction forward may be to go back. Think of it like that. You are in a labyrinth. David Bowie is there in his very tight pants. Maybe, maybe not. But things are a bit tricky, delayed. There is a lot to sort out here, but you're determined to do it. And this determination really is showing up in every area of your life this week, air signs. There is emotional security at the end of it. It's just a matter of fighting all these minotaurs in this labyrinth. Then you'll be on the train tracks, driving forward without any delay, any hesitation, no roadblocks, no red lights, no traffic. You're just on a train track and you're keeping on chuffing along. So that is the ease, that is the ending of restrictions. So that is ahead for you this week. It may have been a long and winding road, and you may have felt a lot of pain in the past, but you are at the crossroads now, and the way forward seems to be to go back to something, to someone, to a practice you once had for tuning in, a meditation practice maybe you used to do and now you don't do anymore. There is, once you break through, you know, the labyrinth is only hard once you're in it. You get to the end, it's like, whoa, and then it's like, you're off, you're launched, you're moving forward, full steam ahead. Okay, that's your energy for the week. Let's pull some cards just to finish off, to round out for our favorite people, the air signs. It's the only thing I don't really have in my chart is air. Luckily, I'm an airhead, so you know I make up for it. Okay, a win-win outcome is forecast. And you know what? It goes back to that, you know, the harder I work, the luckier I get. You are on a winning streak. And not only for you, but the whole situation around you. You are birthing a new age. There's new creations here. Dreaming a new world into being, which is very Saturn, because you need structure to dream. Moon is all about intuition as well. Dreaming a new world into being and giving it structure is what you're doing. And this card to me says you have changed your perception. You've understood now that, or it will become extremely clear to you this week, that when you retune your thoughts, you retune your reality. And having a choice of how to perceive the things that happen to you as positive, negative, neutral, or an opportunity. You know, a crisis can be an opportunity. It's a matter of how you perceive things, and you have changed your perceptions. You've worked hard to change your perceptions. This isn't something that you need to do now. This is something I'm picking up that you have done, which is why this is going to be a breakthrough week for you. Now you can make decisive action. You can take sacred action because you have decisive focus. Again, with the Saturn, it means having been quite confused, trying different things. Now you know what you need to do, and once you make that decision to go forward, it's all going to be so easy. Okay, if you would like a personal reading, email me on orders@abundancelovejoy.com. Otherwise, this is Sarah wishing you much abundance, love and joy for the week ahead and beyond.